Scent Warriors, today we are going to look at that number one reason why your small business may fail. Now, that reason is having a wishful business model. What do I mean by this? You need to come up with a very stable and workable business model. And we are going to look into different ways on how to come up with this. The number one and where you should begin is identifying the right customer. Who is your customer? You're going to ask yourself these questions. Who is your right customer? Right? Who is your right customer? And the right customer for you is that customer with money and who can afford your product or service. Number two, one with the authority to make a buying decision. They can be able to come up with a conclusion that I need this product and I have the money and I can make the buying decision. Number three is one who has the need for your product. They must be having the need. They could be having the money, then they have the authority, but they don't have the need, right? So you have to get these three things right. Then know this, if you sell to everyone, you sell to no one. You have to identify the right target customer for you to have a workable business model that is successful. Right. The second thing that you need to do is to come up with a product or service that will fulfill the need and the desires of your customer. We have identified the right customer. The second step is coming up with a service or a product that will satisfy the need of that customer. Now, you may ask me, what is the right product? What is the right product? Now, the right product is a product that is one, feasible, right? What do I mean by feasible? By feasible, I mean that you can build it with what you have. This means that the product or the service that you are delivering, you have the capability based on the skills, the resources, competency to be able to build it to a level that it can satisfy the desires of your customer. The second thing is it should be viable. Ask yourself, will it work in the market and solve the real problem, the need that the customer have? Now, for you to define if it will work in the market, you have to check things like competition. What is the competitive advantage of this product that you are creating? What is it compliant to the legal requirement, to the market adjustment? Will it work in the market? Yeah, is it fulfilling all the needs of that market so that it can solve that problem? The other thing is the product has to be profitable. Will it make more money than its cost? If your product or service that you want to come and solve the customer needs is very expensive to produce, more than the cost, when you sell it, the price is less than the cost of producing that product, the product could be questionable because we are here to make profit. The other thing is it scalable? Can it grow without costs increasing significantly? Now, if you want to scale your business, you must have a product that is scalable. That means you'll maintain the fixed cost and even the production cost at the same time growing the operations, the business operation. So it should be able to grow without increasing the cost significantly. That means the product is scalable. Number three is identifying the right pricing point. And what is the right pricing point? This is where the customer is willing to spend money on the service and product. That means the product is affordable in the market. You cannot be able to bring a product that is not affordable to the customer. That means they will not be able to buy it, right? Second thing is you should be able to make a profit out of that product. If you're making a loss, it's not a product that is worth it. So identify the pricing point of your service or product so that you make profit. Yeah, there should be a good profit margin so that you get cash flows to operate your business. Now, let me go back here. The real problem that we said it should be that people should need, it should be able, you should be able to identify a real problem in the market, such as it is you'll have a product that is going to fulfill the people needs, then the problem has to make business sense. Let me talk about that. Now, you could have a real problem in the market and people really need the service or the product, but it doesn't make any business sense. You're not making sales, people are not willing to buy, or they don't have the capacity, the money to buy the product. So, should be a painkiller, not a vitamin. Now, a painkiller is a necessity. You need it. You really need it. You are in pain. You need the product. If it's a vitamin, it means it's substitutable. It's not a must, right? It's not a need. You can do without it. So you should ensure that it makes business sense and it's a painkiller. It's something that people really need, right? And it's not a vitamin, something that one can substitute or live without. So